nobody is of that level of an expert. They're all students.
I was told that for this work, professors, the students are better qualified because they have recently prepared everything. They have the computer with them. They have books with them.
They are from AIMS Patna. One is from Ranchi, and two are brought one from Rajasthan.
Yes. Now, what is done is
brought from Rajasthan.
That is not under investigation, my lord, because maybe there is some personal linkage or something. But what they did was they bifurcated the papers, so each got 25 to 30 questions each, and they had 1 hour. 25 to 30 questions with a reasonable knowledge and with help of computer and books, you can always solve.
Now, what we do, Mr.
And we have also, my lord, kindly bear one factor in mind. We have done an exercise after the last hearing as to what is the success rate in this particular center, this particular city, and overall state, and we compared it with 22 and 23. There is no abnormality. Even in this, which I'll be able to show. And my lord, kindly 236, my lord, page.
Buddha, you can now show us the
page 236, the last.
Yeah, then we have completed.
My lord, 236.
This is Chintu's.
Yes, Chintu Baldev Kumar, my lord, at the last, my lord, para. Dinank 5/5.
Is there an earlier statement of Chintu also?
Chintu, no. No, he was arrested only on that day by the EOI. He was not arrested by the local police. So there is only one statement. We must be having our statement. We have our statement recorded after.
So Mehta, come to page 229.
229 minutes.
Of Chintu.
This is also a statement of Chintu.
The same statement minutes.
Is it in continuation?
Is it?
This.
But it's the same statement. I don't know why they have repeated.
It ends at 232.
Yes, my lord. And if your lordship sees, my lord, page 231.
Read the second paragraph.
No, 231, my lord?
Yes.
Yes. My lord, the same is I was showing at 236. So it appears to be a repetition. But I'll read, my lord, from 231, my lord, as your lordships have seen. दिनांक 5/5/24 को 9 बजे प्रातः तक करीब 24-25 नीट यूजी 2000 परीक्षा देने वाले अभ्यर्थी वहां पर जमा हो गए थे। मैं पीने वाला पानी का बोतल भी वहां गाड़ी से पहुंचाया था। दिन के करीब 10 बजे रॉकी ने मेरे पास मौजूद नए मोबाइल पर सॉल्व किया हुआ प्रश्न पत्र भेजा। मामा संजीव एवं रॉकी के गिरोह के एक लड़के ने मुझे वाईफाई प्रिंटर दिया था, जिसे नीतीश कुमार द्वारा लर्न प्ले स्कूल छपरा के रूम में सेट किया गया था। सो द्वारा भी एक वाईफाई प्रिंटर दिया गया था। सबसे पहले सो का सॉल्व किया हुआ प्रश्न पत्र मिला, जिसे हमें लोगों ने मोबाइल को वाईफाई प्रिंटर से कनेक्ट कर सॉल्व कर दिया। एज एंड व्हेन दे स्टार्टेड सॉल्विंग द पेपर्स, दे स्टार्टेड गिविंग, इट वाज नॉट गिवन इन वन गो। फर्स्ट वाज बायोलॉजी। कनेक्ट कर सॉल्व किया हुआ प्रश्न पत्र का प्रिंट निकाला और उपस्थित सभी अभ्यर्थी को सॉल्व किया हुआ प्रश्न पत्र का प्रिंट रटने के लिए दिया गया। इसके बाद फिजिक्स और केमिस्ट्री का सॉल्व किया हुआ प्रश्न पत्र एक साथ मिला।
You can show us the data which you have now. What do you have to say on the basis of the data?
Yes, all India data or whatever way. We have all India data.
I will show.
So we'll hear them on the response on the data.
Yes, so, Lord, allow me first, Lord, just give their
only 236. My Lord, Justice Pardiwala is, my Lord. 236, which I was reading, is the same which your lordships.
They're identical.
They're identical. My Lord, I do not know why they are two similar statements.
Please read Anurag Yadav. He's the only student. All the other people are members of the gang. Anurag Yadav's first statement.
We've read Anurag. We have read Anurag Yadav's.
Might read 131.
We have got that at page 131.
Lord,
Anurag Yadav says, I got it on the night of the 4th.
Yes.
But now, anyway, we still have to see whether it's localized, assuming for a moment
We'll
that the theory that the paper was distributed, that the solved question papers were made available at about 10:15, and between 9:20 and 10:15, these 7 chaps solved all the questions and gave them to the school. Assume that we for a moment we may not entirely accept that. We have to hear the other side. Even so, is the leak systemic, or is it only confined to Hazaribagh and Patna? That you'll have to establish something on the basis of data.
Yes, Lord.
Show us now what the data tells you.
Lord, before I come to data,
Up to now, we are only focused on Hazaribagh and Patna, right? Whether the leak takes place on the morning of the 5th, as CBI is telling us, whether it took place on the night of the 4th, and therefore the leak took place before lodging in the vault. How widespread is it? We don't have any other material apart from this that you have shown us to indicate that the leak was so widespread that it had gone all over the country. Now show us the data which will
yes, Lord, allow
support
me,
your
Lord,
case.
just 4 or 5 minutes before I come to the data. Lord, how, Lord, because between the last date and today, we have got a lot of information that how actually this exam is being conducted by this NTA. Lord, very briefly, Lord, because
Assuming that the examination should be conducted in a much better way.
I'm not on that, Lord.
That
I
we will see what they are doing
Lord,
for the
I will
future.
show why a particular data is as such. Just give me 2-3 minutes, Lord, before that. Lord, NDA, Lord, on the first date, this Honorable Court put it to them. Give us the complete chart that where the printing happened, how much time printing, how much time it reached the center, then where deposited, what time it was taken out, taken to the center, how much time is the examination.
As we find out now, printing takes place. The CBI third report tells us where printing takes place.
At 2 places, my lord, different states, and they are never declared or tendered.
We don't want to mention that because
Yes.
because obviously that will.
We don't also tender, because otherwise the highest tenderer becomes open.
My Lord,
That he is the printer, my lord. Whoever is the highest tenderer becomes the printer.
From CBI's third report, we find out the name of one place where the printing press was situated, where it says 28 28th April, it had left that printing.
Lord, if your lordships, I'll take your lordship through the journey of the papers from, my lord, the printing press till the school, and what are the checks and balances on real-time basis, that there is some tampering, it would be noticed somewhere. That I'll be able to show.
Let me, Lord, very briefly capture that. 24th of April, they say that the dispatch happens to different centers. So far as Hazaribagh is concerned, 28th of April. Everywhere, the question paper was to reach the respective banks on 3rd of May. And 5th of May is the examination. So the question paper remained in private hands for fairly long time. From 24th of April till 3rd of May. I leave it there, Lord. They say that from everywhere, the center in charge will go to the bank in the morning. Lord, I'm showing the mechanism and how brittle and fragile the mechanism is, that the entire mechanism which they have followed.
Wait, just give us the facts.
Yes. Now, in the morning, they say 8:15, the center in charge of the examination will reach the bank to collect the paper. What has actually happened, which is the documents on record, taking example of Dayal School, Bahadurgarh Jhajjar, Hardayal School, Bahadurgarh Jhajjar, the principal of the center goes to both the banks, collect papers from both the banks, distributes the paper taken from Canara Bank. Paper taken from Canara Bank is allowed to be attempted for all 3 hours and 20 minutes. And then they say that we over and above, because on 4th of April, they did not declare any other key except the key for SBI bank question paper. When it appeared that from this